ศพรุ่งนี้ใส่ชุดลายอ่ะ
เขาที่เสื้อปูดิทำไมปูเนี่ยปูแบบผ้าอะไรปูกดเข้าไปพับเข้าไป
เรียบร้อย
ลองกินดูถ้าเกิดอร่อยอ่ะเดี๋ยววันเสาร์อาทิตย์จะไปดูซื้อให้เพราะว่าของหมกนึ่งมันหากินยากถูกด้วยน่ากินไม่ได้กระทงเล็กกระทงเท่านั้น
เอาโทรศัพท์ช่างมันนะ
Revelio
ขึ้นไม่ไหวเลย กล่องนี้แม่งเรื่องเยอะจริง
Revelio Accio. Levioso. Accio.
ตีไม่ได้เหรอเฮ้ย
Revelio.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of dittany seeds? Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf. Greetings. Please, take your time looking about.
Accio. Levioso. Reparo. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I told you not to go down that path.
Miss Peck from Brood and Peck said a customer lost
You
a deer
shall
around
hold that
here.
wand
I know we're
still.
not supposed to go down there. I just thought...
You could have got us in a lot of trouble.
I'm very sorry, Father.
Revelio.
Only she said I might earn a reward.
Accio.
Well,
Revelio.
also I may have knocked over a dustbin back there.
Never mind, I'll fix it. As always.
Revelio.
อร่อยนะต้องดูตรงขายไม่น่าจะรู้นะเดี๋ยวดูเขาดูแบบดูคนโบราณดูแบบคนจีนแบบที่เขาเนี่ยน่าจะทำของผมได้โบราณเลยจริง
Accio.
ใช้คำว่าสมัยนี้นะเรียกมาได้ไงเป็นเด็กที่โตแท้สมัยนี้ เนื้อปลาเนี่ยก็เป็นก้อนเลยเมื่อกี้จะเห็นอ่ะเนื้อปลาเป็นก้อนเลยถ้าอร่อยดี60 บาทนะมีที่เลยใกล้ๆบ้านเลยไอ้ห่อหมกปิ้งเปิ้ลอะไรไม่ค่อยอร่อยหรอกตกคอแล้ว3
Revelio. I officially have all of my supplies. Excellent. Did you get what you needed from your sister? I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually.
Confringo.
What was that? A taste of his own medicine. Levioso. Nicely done. Levioso. Accio.
Confringo.
That's right, you lumbering lout. He's faltering.
คนเดี
Let
ยว
him do the job. Confringo.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that? The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Oh, hello there. A moment, if you would. I'll go and see what he wants. Reparo. thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Revelio. 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 Accio. Revelio. Mr. Hill was just singing your praises. Revelio. Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting the trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll. I'd say that I agree with you. Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. Revelio. Good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
อะไรครับ
โน่นขายของมา
ครับครับ
Did they see us? I don't think so. What was that goblin doing with
รู้
Victor
แล้วของพล
Rookwood?
เอง
Ranrock is working with Rookwood, the goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me? I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later. And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
When here เนี่ยให้ดีเฟนต์เยอะโอเคแว่นกระหลัวเฮีย
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones. I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Arlo. I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
เอ้ยว่ะของมาส่งนี่ว่ะลืมเลยทำดิกินเล่นมึงกินแบงค์บดไปมีแค่4 ชิ้นเอง
มันแรงไปถ้าเสื้อสีเนี่ยมันต้องมาดูสีอะไรได้หมดสีขาวสีน้ำตาลล็อกสีดำได้หมดหรอได้สีดำก็ได้ได้
Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts.
Revelio.
I wish Professor Garlick was here.
You stay in your portrait and I'll stay in mine.
Revelio.
Why won't you just let us use Gillyweed? What's the point?
Oh.
You misbehaving little toad! Your father and I
ประตูโหลดเร็วๆโอเค
กินยาหรอ
Lumos. Revelio.
มองมาแต่อาไม่เอาว่าแผนที่หนึ่งที่หนูแผนที่ข้างนอกไปเก็บใช่ไหมเนี่ย
Lumos.
อยู่ข้างนอกไงใช่หรอเลยเก็บนะเก็บอะไรอ่ะมีว่าแผนไว้อยู่สองอันนะ
Revelio.
แผนอยู่ตรงเราไปดูดิออกไปแฝงข้างนอกยกออกไปที่เป็นแฝงข้างนอกเลยต้องเปิดเข้าเปิดออกเป็นเฉพาะรอบหนึ่งของไอ้จักรกรนี่นะออกรอบหนึ่งแต่โอนไปให้ก่อน300นะ
Lumos. Revelio.
เดือนที่ดับก็อาทิตย์นึงถ้าหนูใช้เที่ยวเลยครับใช้วันหนึ่งหนูใช้ตังค์แล้วทำไมตังค์ไม่มีตังค์เก็บเลยอ่ะก็ออกไปนอกบ้านออกที่กันกินด่าฉันด่าไม่มีอะไรจะข้าวของแดงเลยข้าวในหมู่บ้านเรานี่60-70น่ะเอาเสื้อผ้าออกไปตากก็เปล่าอยู่นี่เอาไปตากเดี๋ยวเดินข้าวเดินออกกินจะดีๆนะการไม่ดี
Revelio. Revelio.
โอนไปแล้วนะ300
Revelio. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Lumos.
Revelio.
เราอยากใช้พัดลมอ่ะ
ก็ไปนั่งดิ
Revelio.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons of the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is great news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise. And a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Revelio.
Defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
มันจะแบบมันจะมีความหอมนะมีความหอมของตัวมันเองมันก็ยังไม่แก่จัดอันนี้ยังไม่ค่อยหวานเท่าไหร่บางเมฆก็ติดบางเมฆก็ไม่ติด
Revelio.
เพราะโรงเรียนที่มันซื้อนะที่มันแบบเป็นก้านนะแล้วกลิ่นของหมูมันหอมอ่ะ
I believe we have something to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
We beg silence of you.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
I know, Sebastian. I know.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. That's it! Nicely done!
Levioso. Accio.
Excellent form. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
ร้อนแล้วจะมีอาการเหมือนแบบคนจะเป็นลมแล้วเกิดภูมิเก็บมันบูบว่าในท้องแล้วเกิดจากทุเรียนไปบูว่าหูมันขับเหงื่อแบบเยอะออกเต็มเลยนะเราแบบไม่ไหวแล้วหูต้องยุบไปเป็นแผลขึ้นมาเป็นลมตลาดอย่างเงี้ยแม่โทรบอกแม่แม่จะซื้อของแม่ไม่ไหวแล้วจะเป็นลมจะรู้อยู่แล้วรู้ตัวอยู่แล้วงั้นมันไม่ไหวก็อย่าไปซื้ออีกนึงไม่แต่ว่าจะซื้อจะก็เลยซื้อบัสซี่กินไงไอ้บัสซี่แสนแขกเนาะกินอ่ะไปชัวร์ก็เลยเดินต่อเขาบอกรู้ว่าเราร่างกายเราไปไม่ไหวก็อย่าพยายามซื้อเดินหามะละตั้งไอ้นี่ตลาดเลยซื้อมะละก็ดีแล้วมาได้ตอนจะกลับนะเดี๋ยวจะบอกให้มาได้ตอนจะกลับเดินดูไปซื้อเงาะนะแล้วก็เลาะอ่ะก็ไม่อยากจะไม่เอาต้นมะระมาให้นะอยากจะพยายามหาให้มันมันไม่มีเลยหรอกชุดตลาดไม่ยังงงฮะจะเอาอะไรต้นมะระอ่ะยังคิดว่าต้นมะระมันไม่มีเลยว่าทั้งตลาดเนี่ยมีแต่ต้นหน่อไม้สดนะต้นหน่อไม้สดก็น่ากินนะต้มหน่อไม้สดกระดูกหมูอ่ะอร่อยตัวเองมันกินได้กับข้าวกับปลาไม่เคยนะจำตายเพื่อจะของคนอื่นไปถึงตลาดอยากกินอะไรอะไรซื้อตลาดซื้อตลาดแม่ที่ทำมาไม่ร้อนเลยไม่แล้วเราระแวงเลยว่าระแวงจนว่าตลาดอ่ะกลัวแบบ
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed? Apologies in advance.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Potato. Leviosa.
I could never duel like that. Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Assignment's all finished. Revelio. Lumos.
ก็คุณภาพดีแต่ว่ามันแพงหน่อยแต่มันคุณภาพดีแค่ใช่จริงๆการที่เราไม่ดูคอนเสิร์ตก็ไม่เป็นไรหรอกนะโอ้มันเพชรเหยียดสารแน่อัดเจี๊ยบมันก็ถูกไหมอ่ะมันอันตรายดูคอนเสิร์ตเป็นสำคัญในชีวิตฉันหาดูย้อนหลังมันก็ได้สตรีเนี่ยไม่มีหรอกมันจะมีคลิปที่เขาลงกันในเองไงไม่มีนะเพชรก็บางคนเขาก็ตัดมาลงมันก็จะพอมีบ้างนิดนึงบางฉากนอร์เวย์ไม่มีโหเดี๋ยวทำเป็นมาห่วงเลยห่วงผลประโยชน์ตัวเองนะสิ
Don't get too cocky simply because you have.
ลงรถไฟฟ้าก็ขึ้นรถแล้วอุบัติเหตุเกิดได้ทุกเมื่อไม่รู้ว่าจะชีวิตนะไปดูคอนเสิร์ต
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Cillian, egg.
Good work. Feel free to practice in the classroom before you go. I've set up a few targets for you.
Incendio!
Excellent defensive.
Incendio!
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Leviosa! Incendio! Accio! Leviosa! Incendio!
Setting things ablaze is certainly facilitated, isn't it?
Accio! Leviosa! Incendio!
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule...
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Revelio. Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea. Incendio!
ใช่ข้างบนมันอุดมันโล่งกว่าจ้ะข้างบนมันอึดอัดจ้ะแคบแต่มันก็ไม่อึดอัดนะเราเปิดแอร์เราไม่อยู่จนชินนะแต่ว่าข้างล่างมันโล่งนอนอะไรมองมันโล่ง
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
แล้วก็บอกว่าเกลเขินน่ะดูฟังแกแดดแล้วไอ้จัสสันหวังเขากำลังสัมภาษณ์อยู่แม่เขาไปจิ้มเนี่ยไอ้ลูกอะไรวะไอ้ลูกเหลืองขายมะปรางชื่ออะไรนะมะยงชิดก็เอาเขาไปเอาจิ้มมะยงชิดอ่ะเดินไปป้อนจัสสันหวังอ่ะเอาไปป้อนอะไรแกแดดนะ เ เอาถุงเท้ากับเสื้อมาใส่เพชร
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later. Revelio.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
เสร็จแล้วด้วยพลาดตลอดยาวกูนานแล้วอาไม่ได้ยินเองเปล่าเพราะว่ามันปิดประตูจะไม่ได้ยินอะไรแล้วนักพากย์วิธีการเล่นอาแยกยากโอ้ยังหุบน้ำเพชรกูตัดเนี่ยเสื้อเนี่ยทำไมวางอย่างเงี้ยมันจะยักไหมเนี่ยกูจะทำให้มันดีๆแหละเยอะมันไม่เป็นไรนี่ทำหยาบเยอะมากเลยใจเย็นๆค่ะไม่เย็นหรอกมันไม่เป็นอะไรอาเจี๊ยบผมเป็นคนสายมันเละมันก็เละแค่ตรงข้างล่างไม่มีใครมองเขามองข้างบนไม่ได้โอ๊ยแหละ
Librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
แบ่งด้วยเนี่ย
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
The key.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Goodness gracious, what a mess!
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
ตอนนั้นฉันเริ่มเคยเล่าว่าลูกเวลาสายผู้หญิงเนี่ยตอนนั้นที่มาเข้าเรียนมาหัวเสียวอ่ะยังจ่ายเงินไปขายละ15,000 เหรอน่าจะใช่15,000เรียนแล้ว15,000ค่าห้องไม่รู้มาเรียนมาหัวเสียวเรียนหมอเหรอมันถูกขนาดนั้นหรอไม่ใช่หมอมันมีหลายคณะ
Ghost, don't let her see you.
มันถูกขนาดไหนหรอ
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic. Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it.
ไม่เคยกินไปเยอะเหมือนกันใช่ปะครับเยอะปะก็พอเยอะอยู่เพราะว่า2 ขีดตอนที่เอาซื้อมาก็เยอะจากนี้ละเดี๋ยวถ้าเกิดว่าวันไหนอบรมรถเร็วเดี๋ยวจะแบบซื้อค่ะรถสิคะ
Revelio. Revelio.
ใช่มีอยู่ไปกินอะไรก็พวกเป็นย่างอ่ะแล้วก็มีพวกมากินพวกส้มตำพวกกุ้งอะไรอย่างงี้พวกอะไรนะพวกส้มตำพวกกุ้งอ่ะเห็นเขาโพสต์บอกใครอ่ะกินกับพวกเขาอ่ะไม่รู้สิเขาไม่ฉายให้ดูแล้วว่าเขากินอย่างไรใช่เขาไม่ฉายให้ดูถ่ายแค่อาหารนะ
Where might this lead?
ไม่
โอ้โหเสียดายนี้มากเลย
ที่โรงเรียนนะเพชรจ่ายค่าเทอมเดือนหน้าเลยเก็บซอฟต์เป็นลูกของเดือนหน้าแต่แม่เขาจะพูดอะไรเนี่ยโอ้ยเหลือเยอะนะเนี่ยน้องเพชรเหลือเต็มเลยขายเต็มแต่ตู้เย็นก็เป็นไข่เป็นน้ำมันเอาไว้ข้างนอกไม่ให้เป็นไข่ก็ไม่ชอบเวฟกินข้าวหรอกมันไม่เสียหรอกเรื่องของแม่ของพ่ออย่างเงี้ยไม่ต้องพูดเสียไม่รู้เรื่องของ
Revelio. Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Incendio. Levioso. ใส่รถมันเป็นไรแต่ใส่สีดำก็ไม่ไหวซอสภูเขาก็ยังอร่อยแต่ถ้าเป็นสีดำมันหมดเลยคนทำก็แค่นะทำไม่เป็นมั้ยขายเยอะไหมล่ะฮะขายกับผ้าหลายอย่างหรือยัง Revelio ขายก่อนแต่มันจะหมดไปแล้วหรือว่าทำน้อยไม่รู้นะLevioso. Accio. Levioso. ลีลาน้ำเพชรมึงอ่ะแล้วไม่กินแล้วไม่กินด้วยกันไม่เป็นไรกินด้วยกันไม่เป็นไรคืออะไรอ่ะก็เมื่อกี้หนูกินงอไปไม่เป็นไรเห็นงอกับทุเรียนไม่เป็นไรนอกจากทุเรียนเดี๋ยวกินกับน้ำมันลงแค่ไว้บนหัวก็ได้นะเพื่อนAccio. ไม่เอาไปล้างน้ำเปล่าในห้องน้ำอ่ะแล้วก็คว่ำไว้แค่นั้นแหละนั่งกินนะอย่ามาตรงนี้นะอย่าให้หล่นนะเพราะว่าไม่ต้องนำไปทำข้าวไปล้างมันเลยตาที่ใจกันเดี๋ยวว่าห้องกระมังมันปิดไม่ได้ไม่ต้องปิดน้ำเพชรเฮ้ยเอาจนโดนด่ามึงนี่เนาะ Accio.
ข้าวไม่แช่ตู้เย็นหรอก
This must be the way forward, but to where? Revelio. Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. Revelio. It is a book after all.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor McCaw?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too, but we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
ก่อนเดี๋ยวย่าเรียกไป
มึงเห็นไส้กรอกเหรอ
5 คน
เห็นไส้กรอกในตู้เย็นนะ
เห็นอยู่ที่ร้านนึง
Revelio.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Revelio. 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 Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
I could use some gold.
Revelio. 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 Lumos. Revelio.
ฝ่ายได้ชัดเจนนะ
Revelio.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Revelio. Leviosa. Accio. Lumos. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio.
That's all, I swear.
Revelio.
That's the last time I have a potion idea that I took.
Revelio.
Hills are stone arts of such arrogance.
Revelio.
That's all I ask.
Lumos. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
That's it!
Accio! Incendio!
Good one!
Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Nicely done! Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
It was only a training dummy.
True, but it's a difficult dummy. Believe me, I know. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Leviosa!
Act like a winner!
Stupid!
Protect!
Stupid! Come on! Leviosa! Stupid! Stupid!
There goes my wager.
Leviosa! Stupid one! Stupid! Accio! Leviosa! Protego! Incendio! Leviosa! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Leviosa! Stupid! Accio! Accio!
Some big hits that round. What a victory! You've won the tournament!
It was mostly luck, that's all.
Please, you wouldn't have got this far on luck alone. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Revelio. Accio. Leviosa. Incendio. Who lived here, I wonder?
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Revelio.
Hello. And how would one like to be styled today?
Revelio.
Hello. Oh, come in. Come in. Welcome to Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium. I'm sure I've no need to introduce myself. They used to call me Snelly. Oh, Snelly, why aren't you studying to be an aura? But I showed them. They're stuck in the dust at the ministry and I'm here thriving. Absolutely thriving. But look at you. Look at you. I can certainly see why you paid me a visit. Looking for a change, are we?
Why not, I say? What sort of change?
Some are going for that muggle with consumption, sort of death becomes me allure. But you won't find poisons here. No need for chloride of lime or ammonia when you have magic. Why don't you spend a moment choosing how you'd like to look? You can change your hair too if you'd like.
What services do you offer?
You can stop by any time.
Revelio. Revelio.
Come on inside. Oh, watch yourself, though. Let's have you leave here alive.
Incendio. Lumos.
Such a wee bairn gieing a thrashing to a troll. Oh, I can't believe it.
Revelio. Accio. Oh.
One of my own. You will fall!
Yes. Accio.
No.
Revelio. 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 Hogsmeade, here I come.
are we?
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Revelio. Professor, I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigellus Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle. I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Still at it, sire.
Protego! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Now, was it 2 pinches of Angelica or 3? I think there were doxy eggs as well, but surely those were curdle.
gorgeous onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Repair! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all...
Revelio.
It's like knotgrass.
Revelio. Revelio.
I once flew to Ipswich and back. Yes, I did. Don't look at me like that.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite. Now remember, a wand is not a trowel.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. You know that, of course. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup. even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson.
Revelio.
Did you know that you can...
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
You'll soon learn that Kagawa's techniques are magic.
Oh, those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me...
Revelio.
Damn hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
I did to deserve that. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. 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 Revelio. What I did to deserve that. Incendio!
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.